More than 14 years after Renee Pagel was found fatally stabbed in her bed, her estranged husband has been sentenced to prison for second-degree murder. A Kent County judge on Monday sentenced Michael Pagel to 25 to 50 years for the August 2006 murder near Rockford. 13 on your side's John Hogan has more on what happened in court this afternoon.
Michael Pagel had long been a suspect in the murder of his estranged wife. The victim was stabbed more than 50 times. He was arrested in February.
He stabbed her more than 50 times in her head, her face, and her torso. Her hands were mutilated by what the forensic pathologist called defensive wounds.
Kent County Assistant Prosecutor Kellee Koncki said Michael Pagel was a selfish man who wasn't getting all that he wanted in his ensuing divorce from Renee Pagel.
She died a gruesome, painful, horrifying death at the hands of the father of her children.
At the time of her death in August of 2006, Renee was home recovering after donating a kidney.
She was a selfless, strong Christian woman who donated a kidney to a student's father just because he needed it.
Renee was killed in her home on 13 Mile Road Northeast in Cortland Township. The Pagels had been separated and living in separate homes for more than a year. Michael Pagel was a suspect early on, but it wasn't until earlier this year that investigators had enough evidence to bring charges. He was charged with felony murder and first-degree murder. Pagel pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of second-degree murder. During sentencing on Monday, Pagel apologized. He said he arranged for his wife's murder, but did not carry it out.
The stress of the divorce and custody battle was more than I could take. I was not in my right mind when I hired my brother, Charles Pagel, to murder Renee. We plotted the murder, and he carried it out. No one else was involved.
Investigators say no, Michael Pagel acted alone.
It was a premeditated, planned, deliberate murder carried out by Michael Pagel himself.
Judge George Quist ordered that he spend 25 to 50 years in prison.
Mr. Pagel, this is a final judgment of the court. If you wish to appeal this matter to the Michigan Court of Appeals, you may seek to do so.
With today's sentence, Michael Pagel will be 80 years old before he can be first considered for release. In Grand Rapids, John Hogan, 13 on your side.